species. If you know anything in history, how some creatures come to certain areas, but they're not naturally to that area, but because after
Yeah.
a while they become part of it. And if you look at the girls in figure, where any of you young ladies, she's a bikini competitor, just turned pro also. She looked like she could do figure, but she's more focused on. She might, I don't know, she might change her mind because she has great muscle density. She has good round cap shoulders, and the thing is, if you bring this division that's going to supposed to be, you know, like I would call it like classic bikini, might as well call it. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Instead of just fixing the problems you have in those divisions, you're just gonna have another division that's gonna end up looking like the last division that you replaced them with.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Even looking at figure and looking at how much figure has grown, like figure has grown from how it was, 10 years ago. And to the point where, for me personally, I was thinking like, God, am I better off dropping down to bikini because because I'm gonna have a hard time getting that big, and I don't know if I want to get that big. Um, so it's tricky. But the way that I love that the way that Sid Gillen has kind of gone about it and seen, okay, if they're going to drop it from this show and this show and this show, then okay, let's create our own show, and with the Triple O dynasty. And I love that. I love that attitude of, right, you're going to take away opportunities, right? We're going to give them opportunities. So I love that. I love that's what they're doing. But yeah, this new division that's coming up is, I mean, it's clever from a business perspective. It's very clever. Do I like it? Eh, it's not so much, but you know what? It makes the sport more accessible. Um, but the fact that they're then going to have a pro division too is confusing. Um, and I don't know. I'm also about, like, this is a sport that involves lifting. You should look like you lift.
Yeah. She looked like the girls came off the beach just tanning and just popping. I
Yeah.
put on a posing suit and I just say, now I say, wait, did you ever work out? I did my cardio today. That's not
Yeah, no, exactly. So it's a tricky one. It's
yeah,
I'm not a big fan of it, but again, I can see it long term for the growth of the sport. Okay, cool, great, but also you should probably hold the standard of the current divisions and the current categories. I think with figure, it's going to be really interesting seeing who's going to win after Sid's retired. What are they looking for now?
yeah, because top three, the top three, you got Sid, Jessica Reyes-Padilla. You competed her at the Legions, and she's just crazy. She's always doing a lot of shows, and
Yeah.
you have Lola Montez, and now you have Missy Trescott crossing over from
Yep.
fitness into
Yeah,
figure. I
that's
know,
gonna be wild. Yeah. When she announced
yeah,
that, I was like, oh shit, okay.
yeah. It's kind of like what happened with women's physique when after Sarah Vilgus won the title over Sneak
Yeah.
Grant, she kind of changed the look, and now you have women who want to be that level. Where her like I saw she posted this video of her like I think like when she's a tanning room or something. She's like pretty much butt naked, and she just shredded to the bone. And the thing is that figure posters have a certain guy like her. They don't want too much rage. They don't want that green look like women's bodybuilding. They want
Yeah.
you to have that great athletic look, but still full. You don't want to be too shredded. But the thing is, it's not so much a problem as the athletes. It's a problem of the judges. And then the judges, like I was told, judges only judge what they see.
Mm.
But then what you see is not the standard. You should penalize that and put the people that really, represent the standard. Like I would suggest Shauna Hinton should have won. I think
Yeah.
she looks more like the standard because she's
Yeah.
been there. She was top five the last time she was at Olympia. But one person, as you talk about Sid Yellen, her and her partners, Whitney Jones, and also I love her. I think she's my girlfriend, and that is the lovely Miss Andrea Shaw.
Yeah.
I think she's. This is. I'm always going to pull this out because, as my other guy says, if you get something, never do it for free. And my opinion is, when a while back, I want to keep shout out my friend Eunice Kitchens. She runs a company, Bad Rap. She was at the Olympia back 2023 and was in Orlando. She got me this issue. It's the issue of muscle development. Now, it's just the issue of muscle development, but what makes it special for me, what makes Sweet special is that, you know, I love this. I never met this woman. I only saw her one time when she competed, when she was doing guest posing in Savannah back in 2022, my first bodybuilding show. And she took time off and she signed this.
Oh, wow.
She tells me this is really keeps me because there's days where I get tired of doing content sometimes and I don't feel like I get support. I don't feel like I get enough. But when the champ, the 5-time Olympian champ, 4-time world bodybuilding champ, tells somebody like me she never met that she loves and appreciate my support. It's really because when I got into this, I was a fan for a long time. I'm gonna make my crime here, Danielle. I'm a muscle person. Oh, y'all ladies, y'all excite me, especially you're the muscle and everything, But doing this content, I get to learn stuff like what you've been through, who you are, and really about the sport of bodybuilding, something that most people don't understand because this is the mindset of the everyday person. That's why I think trying to bring that fit model thing because they want to get the attention of the layman person, the everyday Tom, Dick, and Harry, and Jane to watch bodybuilding. But you know, when you think about bodybuilding, you think about Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lou Ferrigno, Incredible Hulk, and the Terminator, and then always they're going to use the excuse steroids. Is everybody some steroids and like that and popping? You guys put the muscle and yada yada. But no, that's not enough because
Yeah.
that's only one small factor to it. I keep mentioning this, folks. If you follow my content, it's only a small factor to it. If you don't follow the training and the consistency and the diet and discipline, patience, doesn't matter. Like people, ladies have told me, people have told me, no matter what kind of gear you take, if you don't do that, you're not going to look like certain competitors.
100%. And well, I think it's just consistency. It's just being relentless and being patient, um, and willing to do all that. And also just being and remembering no one's putting me through this. No one's making me do anything. I'm doing this because I said I wanted to do it. And being able to remind yourself of that. I said I wanted to do this is my choice. I'm deciding to put myself through it. So I need to own that. I need to own that decision.
Yeah. No one, like I said, everybody finds their thing about bodybuilding that really gets them into it. Like ladies I talk to got it because, like yourself coming from an athletic background, they wanted something to keep their motivation. And also some ladies who like had kids and then, their bodies change and they want to do something to get back in shape. And then somebody meets them at the gym and says, hey, you got your potential for bodybuilding. Have you tried it? Or some ladies who have dealt with trauma like yourself, not like abusive relationships, and this was something that helped them out. They started training and building their bodies. And then they saw something themselves that they didn't see before, and they really just aspired to go on the stage, like to, to go on the stage, to be out there in lights, have people judge you, and then not people understand what it took to get you there. Like I said again, guys like me, we go to the shows, we go see pump muscular women on the stage. Somebody might see the guys. I'm not into guys like that. It may not be the 80s, baby, but I'm still down with the ladies. And we go to see these, be your friends, family. We go to see y'all on stage. We don't see and understand what it took to get there. You being
Yeah.
tired, dehydrated, maintaining. I know sometimes, like I know your parents are far off, but then when you're around your friends, at home and they're eating pizza and this and that, but you have to bring Tupperware and you can't eat this. You got to drink water all day and all that. But it's that reward when you get on stage and you represent yourself and you represent your body and you really put in the work and time into it.
There's a lot of sacrifice, and it's I just yeah, I don't think a lot of people understand it. I think a lot of people are like, oh, you're so lucky. Like you just got such good genetics, and I'm like, fuck you. Like you have no idea. You have no idea. But also just appreciating, understanding that how you look on stage is a snapshot in time. It's a
Mhm.
snapshot. The water load, the water cut, the pump up, the tan, like the makeup, like all that stuff. It's a snapshot in time. And just how different. Like peak week, everyone looks like shit. Everyone looks like you're haggard, you're like skin and bones, you're tired, you're depleted, you know. And it's just and I tell all my clients that everyone that sees me at my gym, it's like they're like, oh wow, like you look fantastic. I'm like, yeah, but this is a lot of work, and they see me on the stairmaster. They see me training every single day. They see my Tupperware. They see my chicken breast and my the salad leaves, and it's like, yeah, this is what it takes. Um, it's hard. It's hard,
Hmm.
but it's worth it.
Yeah, anything you want having is worth having. You have to put in the work time. You have to make the sacrifices. Sometimes you can't, like, especially ladies I talk to who have children and families. Sometimes they can't do what they want to do all the time. Something you have to,
Oh, so much respect to them. So
yeah,
much respect.
yeah, you have to find time and
Yeah.
also, try to find time to work out and also to hold a job. And looking at you and your husband have a gym and a business, that's one thing that keeps you going. And most people, like I say, don't really understand. But on my channel, I do respect what y'all ladies do, the work y'all definitely put in. Because one thing about, especially for young women, it's just different from the men. As for the guys, they got to put on a pair of banana hammocks and board shorts. Tan, that's about it. And you say about the hair, the makeup. I know I had a debate when we say the expense of between men bodybuilding and women's bodybuilding. It's different per se because guys, their costs are mostly in their food and their supplements. Y'all ladies, y'all costs is your suits right there. That's right there. That's your rent. That's your car note. That could go to something else.
And it's mental.
Travel,
Yeah.
food, traveling shows, paying your coaches, makeup, jewelry. I mean, it's an expensive hobby. But when I talk to the ladies who tell me, say, George, I don't do it because I'm going to make money off of it or be successful. I do it because I love it. I love competing. I love being on the
100%.
stage. Yeah, you
I
got
tell
that's the
people,
thing.
I'm like, I lose money off of bodybuilding. Like, I don't make anything. They're like, oh no, like, don't you have like sponsors and stuff? I'm like, maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. It's like, I don't do it for any of that. Um, I do it because, yeah, it motivates me. Um, it motivates me. It gives me structure. Yeah, it's a weird sort of fun. It's a weird sort of fun. I don't know what else I'd be doing.
Well, the thing is, you have to love this. It is kind of weird. I don't know. I could be a bodybuilder. I don't know. I'm a little bit, this body's built out. I got two bad knees like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I got a pacemaker. I don't know. I used to work. I
Yeah,
used to love work when I was in high school. Love lifting weights. I used to love that. But then I got in the real world. Got a job,
yeah.
and then like I said, I keep me into this because this is what really got me into this because my mom was sick for a long time. I took care of her for a long
Oh,
time
sorry.
and this doing this content and then talk to you ladies, it really helped me during her time. And then when she passed, I really got more involved in it because I needed something. Because the one person I truly loved, she was gone. And I didn't have, I know, I've got